Okay, hey everybody, this is Felix from Confidently, and we are business transformation experts. I'm here with one of our international and technology experts, Olo, who specializes in business strategy, and he's here to give you his confident approach on everything that's happening right now. So Olo, what are you seeing with your clients?
Well, the COVID crisis was an important hit for many companies. On one side, the companies were planning already far ahead, being aware of the disruption of the business models that was already on the way. On the other side was COVID. All of a sudden, they had to go back to basics. And just to make sure that the mission, vision, purpose are in place, that the goals are clearly defined for the whole team, for the whole company, that people are engaged. People own their goals. People own the mission of the company. They know why they're there and what they are contributing to the company.
Okay.
And also, very important part, the tools of communication. Yes, we've been using email. Yes, everybody from time to time has been using Slack or other chat tool. At the same time, video has become very big and very important. With video, we can communicate many more things, many more expressions faster. Still, I meet a lot of people who don't like the camera, who prefer to hang on a conference call or prefer to send a long email to their employees. And yes, that was like that before. That was the business in the past. Now in the new times, we need to adjust. We need to use the technology, use the modern tools in order to communicate more effectively and get our company up and running and ready for the 22nd part of the 21st century.
So Olo, do you have a process that you run companies through to make sure that they have their vision, mission, purpose set, that they have clear goals, like to walk through this whole thing?
There's one process of looking for the mission, vision, purpose, understanding where the world is going and what is our role as a company and how we want to change the world and make it better and what we can contribute to the changes. So that's one, the mission, vision process. On the other side, how does it trickle down to the lower levels with a short period of time? So here, what's very effective is a top-down and bottom-up process where some negotiations happens in between. So on one side, there is some top-level view, how things should be. On the other side, the employees are suggesting their ideas, what their objectives should be. And the negotiations happens in between. At the end, when everything is agreed, these are the goals and objectives of the people, not of their bosses.
Okay, so that's actually fascinating because how often, when you go into a new client, how often is leadership just throwing goals at their people? And how often do companies actually have people contributing to what the company's goals are, right? Because the bottom up doesn't sound very common to me. I don't see that very often either. So what do you see?
Typically, it's top down because it's faster, it's simpler from the point of view of the management. And the bottom up part takes a little bit more time, but it's very valuable as the engagement of the employees at the end, and the engagement of the whole team. So I always encourage my clients to do it as much as possible, to do the bottom up and top down, and to do the matching in between.
Okay, and so when they do that, what do you see? Like, what is the result with the employees? How do you see them react when they're actually have their own goals that they've created themselves?
If they had created their own goals, they own them. These are their goals. These are not the goals of the boss. These are their goals, and they understand how they contribute to the final result of the company. And that makes them motivated, very excited about their job, and not just having a 9-to-5 job and just a source of income.
Yeah, and also then the bosses can then reward people based on those goals as well, right?
Absolutely.
And since they set it, they know they have a chance to reach it.
Yeah. It's a question of ownership. Who owns the goal? Is it mine or is it of my boss?
Wow.
Were I told to do it, or I came up with the idea myself?
Okay, this is a great reminder for all the companies out there that are business owners, you guys that are managers, you watching this. When was the last time you did a bottom-up approach? when was the last time your people were involved in setting goals, right? So from the mouth of an expert, Olo, to our ears, this is something that we need to do. I think every company needs to do for sure. And Olo, I think you said that this process doesn't take that long. It's only like a number of days.
Yeah, it takes a number of days. There may be some breaks in between just to give
Okay.
people some time to prepare. But within a couple of weeks, you can finalize the process. Of course, depends on the size of the organization.
Right, right.
But within a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, you can really have the process finalized.
Okay, great. And then all of a sudden you have a whole team that's like on fire. I think
That's the case, exactly.
I think that's pretty amazing. So thank you very much for tuning into this Confident approach. Olo, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And if you like what you saw here, give us a like, subscribe, send us some information, and we'll give you even more tips as we go. All right. So Olo, thank you so much.
Thank you, Felix. Thank you for having me.